having your grandpop live with you, having your great aunt, your uncle, for real. But those walls are awful thin. I wonder how the hell my parents did it, but that's a different story. I know you don't know anything about that. I know none of you in your families have done the same thing. Understand that at all. I know that.
Oh, I love him.
It's kind of awkward. Talking about his parents having...
Stop it!
Hashtag awkward.
Wow, relations. Wow.
You know you love him.
Was that really necessary, though?
It was funny.
A little bit more information.
I laughed.
Of course, he's only one man.
You know you liked it.
I think he could have left it out. Does anybody here
Are we
think
talking
that
about
was
the same thing?
necessary for him to give Joe Biden? Does anybody think
Let's
that
talk about the
was
millionaire's tax.
necessary for Biden to talk about that? I just don't think so.
It's fine. It's not like he was talking about anything wrong.
I'm not saying he was. All right. So
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
let's go to the New York Times editorial. Mr. Romney's financial black hole. What a shock. The New York Times is writing about Mitt Romney's finances.
Really? Do you think I shouldn't read it now?
No.
Because I want to. I think it's
Please,
interesting.
let's keep this narrative going for at least until after the election.
Hey, why don't we just keep it going until he releases his tax returns? Okay, Mr. Romney has resisted all demands for more disclosure, leading to growing criticism from Democrats that he's trying to hide his fortune and his tax schemes from the public. Given the troubling suspicions about his finances, he needs to release many more returns and quickly open his books to full scrutiny. Mr. Romney also has not fully explained the nature of his separation agreement with Bain Capital, the private equity firm he founded, which he left in 1999. Last month, his trust reported receiving $2 million from Bain as part of unpaid earnings from his work there. Of the 138 Bain funds organized in the Cayman Islands, Mr. Romney has interests in 12, worth up to $30 million, according to Vanity Fair. Though the Romney campaign has often distanced itself from Bain's recent corporate takeover work, voters have no way of knowing how much the candidate has received from Bain since he left or how much is coming.
Is this a big deal?
No.
Why not?
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, people are concerned about their own tax returns because they haven't had a paycheck in the last year to file taxes. And so the reality is people want to get back to work. I think that's the focus of the campaign. This is good fodder for a lot of Democrats to talk about.
What if this guy's moving millions and millions of dollars into the Cayman Islands? Don't you think some swing voters would be upset by that?
I mean, I don't know if they will if it's not illegal. And I'm sure that at his level, he's been audited over the years. He's run for governor. And I can show you as a former state official, you post your income tax returns and the reporters looking at your tax returns. So this is, if there's something there, it would have come out by now that if
no, because he hasn't released it.
It's something that Mitt Romney won't do, except for the 2 years that he put out. You put out your tax returns. Mitt Romney.
And so has every candidate, every nominee. And his own father set the standard, George Romney did, by saying that 12 years need to be put out because anything else could be a fluke or an aberration.
And actual tax returns, not, broad outlines. I'm
not sure it penetrates yet, but I think there is certainly a long tradition that he should be putting it out there.
Right.
He gave 23 years to John McCain when he was being considered for vice president.
23 years.
All right, I'll move on to the polls. But I think he should release the tax returns and just get it over.
Well, I agree with that.
Seriously.
I agree with that, but I don't think it's much ado about nothing.
Really? Okay. New Quinnipiac polls out today continue to show a tight race between President Obama and Mitt Romney. The president leading his Republican challenger by just 3 points nationally. Among married voters, however, Mitt Romney enjoys a double-digit advantage, leading the president by 13 points. Unmarried voters overwhelmingly prefer President Obama. He leads Romney by 20 points, 54-34, among voters who are single.
Mike Barnicle, why?
Idea. I was just looking at that and wondering about it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
None. Zero.
You know, a lot of it, Andrea, does have to do with women. I find that some of the most strident in the Twitter universe and also on the campaign trail on both extremes, the most strident voters on the left are single women, and some of the most strident on the right are married women. And I must say that some of the most vicious, hateful tweets and emails I get, hold on a second, are from Republican married women who call me a commie and this, that, and a traitor and whatever. There's a, for some reason, I'm exaggerating and having a lot of fun here, but there is a, wow, what a big divide between single women and married women. It's huge.
And that was the case 4 years ago with President Obama when he was first running. There seems to be this divide among the married and the single, a generational divide perhaps as well.
Yeah. Jonathan?
I'm with Barnacle. I have no idea why that divide is there.
Isn't that crazy? But it's been growing for some time.
I don't know why they don't love you.
Oh.
Well